Adin Ross has had quite a few ups and downs in his career, as he has grown into one of the most well-known streamers in the last few years. From getting sued, to making positive changes within himself, to almost getting Andrew Tate arrested again.
2024 is all about fitness and looking good and getting in shape. That's all it's about.
Starting with Adin Ross trying to get his health on track. It is incredibly challenging to stay healthy and eat right when you are streaming for hours and hours a day. But we forget how important it is to eat right and get the proper nutrition to keep your energy. Nothing is more valuable in this world than your health. Adin also gives us the dark side about something that you probably didn't know about him, and that is his addiction to lean. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is lean? Lean creates a feeling of euphoria and relaxation that makes you feel dreamy, almost like you're floating away from your body. It acts on your central nervous system and it slows down your brain activity for a sedating effect. Lean is made with prescription cough syrup, sometimes with candy, as well as some sort of alcohol.
How did you get on that shit? What happened where you started sipping lean?
No, fuck no.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
No, you can't.
believe
Yeah,
it.
you did have a
Expose
little-
them.
Can I explain why?
You actually can't make this
I
like a
asked
crazy
you-
conspiracy
Nah,
because
Jasper.
I've never in my entire
This
life.
is my lean plug.
No, because
Now, although it sounds like somewhat of a joke, we don't get to know exactly where it started, but it sounds like it happened at least a few years ago, and he got connected with some people that were into it. But on the same podcast, Jake gives a little bit more insight on why Adin, or really anybody, might start doing drugs, especially in a position that Adin's in, where you have the stress of trying to entertain millions of people and continue to try and make content that people want to watch.
And I think what a lot of people don't realize too is like where you see like celebrities or athletes or whatever it is with all this like pressure, there's like an imbalance in your life where you're like working all the time.
Yeah.
And so then you're trying to like maybe drink lean or whatever it is to make yourself feel better from all the stress to try and exactly
Take it away, right?
But it seems like it's not all bad, at least for this situation. Some of the other situations in this video are a little bit more tricky, so make sure you stick around so you can see some of those situations as well. It seems like Adin has turned over a new leaf and figured out a new way to cope with stress instead of using drugs and alcohol. He seems to be switching to fitness.
Some other shit. Fuck lean, fuck drugs. Your drug should be gym and just trying to make yourself look better.
Yeah.
It's an addiction to try to really improve your health and your life and all that, and inspire people. You know, when you have a platform, you want to inspire people to really be the best version of themselves. That's what I think I'm obligated to do.
Now, although that situation ended up working out quite well for Adin, it seems like this one might not be so similar. Next up, we have Adin's boxing promotion, Brand Risk, where he has done 2 fight events already, with the first event on January 13th, 2024. So they are still very, very new. He live streams them and gets hundreds of thousands of views on Kick and YouTube combined. However, even Adin knows they are still a little bit scuffed.
Maybe like 2 or 3 more of these are gonna be scuffed, and then after that, I'm gonna, you know.
Now, he puts on these events in his warehouse that he owns in Miami. But the negative side of this is it seems like nobody really knows what's going on because there's no weight classes, as you can see. Now, I'm sure you guys are just as interested as I am about what do these fights actually look like.
1, go.
Oh Lord, hold on, I'm so scared. I'm so
Oh shit.
Oh shit, hold on.
Big boys, get in there.
Oh my God.
Big Shim with the jab though.
Oh no shit. Oh
Big
uppercut.
No, Bilu, this is bad on God.
See, that's what I'm saying. 30 seconds.
I left a little more.
He just looks like, I'm saying, looks like a girl in the pink. She doesn't know how.
Pink. She doesn't know what.
She doesn't know how. Shit out. She just looks cute.
Break. Do you want to continue?
Yes.
Do you want to continue? Do you want to continue? Do you want to continue? You don't want to continue? It's over.
It's over?
It's over. She stopped.
What?
So you probably are feeling the same way where you're like, yeah, this looks pretty embarrassing and it's really not super professionally done and there's not a lot of structure going on. But again, I do believe that there needs to be a ton of structure because it looks pretty sloppy right now. But I do think he can put it together in a way that's going to be really, really fun to watch. However, he might not have that opportunity. And that is because KSI's promotional company, Misfits, might be shutting him down.
I want to dive into the KSI thing. Like,
I'm ready, Jake. Let's do it. I think he sees what I've done in my past 2 cards. I made a lot of noise, and I think he's very insecure about it. He has too much pride to admit that I'm, you know, an up-and-coming competitor in that space and try to shut me down. I used to look up to him, but it's really sad when you look up to these people and you really meet them and you really get to know them for who they are. They're not who they really are.
Everyone thinks that I beef with him just because it's like a thing, but he's actually like not a good person. KSI's own fans and stuff are like starting to leave his fan base because they're like, this shit, you guys have been lying to us the whole time. Like, the facts and evidence are starting to get clearer and clearer.
However, I don't really understand why Misfits and KSI would want to shut this down, as being able to work and allow Adin to build up his boxing event would allow for more crossover fights, brings more eyeballs to the YouTube or influencer boxing. So it doesn't really make sense to me on why KSI would want to shut it down. What do you guys think? And now for one of the most interesting things in this video is the Andrew Tate situation with Adin Ross. Now this might be the most controversial thing Adin has done recently. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Adin and Andrew Tate's relationship. If you're not, Andrew Tate is based out of Romania, and he makes content for mostly males on talking about how to be a better man and how you should treat women and things like that. And you might not necessarily agree with what he says, and that's okay. That's not the point of this. Adin seemed to connect with the things that Andrew Tate was saying, and they got in contact and started doing different live streams together. However, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate got arrested in Romania for sex allegation charges. However, he recently got out on those charges. Although the case was not dismissed, he was able to get out of jail. But like I said, he is still on trial for those crimes in Romania. But Tate recently reached out to Adin and said that he wanted to make some content together.
Andrew had hit me up. He said, hey, I'm going to be leaving Romania soon and probably never coming back. If you want to come over and do a week of long streams and content before I leave, I think it'll be big. And I'm sorry, he said it's basically not. So, and this is just, I told you guys this year, it's a week of content, right?
So for those of you that might be a bit confused based on that clip, the problem is Andrew Tate told Adin that he was going to leave Romania and never come back. At least that's what it looks like based on a text that maybe Adin was reading on stream, basically saying, let's get together before I leave, let's give the fans what they want. But the problem is that he's still on trial for some of those charges, meaning that he is not allowed to leave Romania. So when the Romanian government learned about Andrew Tate potentially wanting to leave, they ended up arresting him again.
Influencer Andrew Tate and his brother have once again been detained in Romania. They are being held for 24 hours on sex offense allegations after police there served arrest warrants that were issued by the UK. The charges stem from between 2012 to 2015. The two previously spent 3 months in Romanian police custody last year on similar allegations. They were placed under house arrest pending a criminal investigation for alleged abuse involving 7 women. Tate is a former professional kickboxer who has millions of followers on Twitter, or X. Both brothers deny all charges.
However, it seems like Andrew Tate is not upset with Adin, and the two still seem to be in communication about getting together. But Adin has to be careful about what he says online.